Hey guys, my name is Matthew, and in this video, I'm going to be reviewing Demystifying Disability by Emily Ladau. Here we go. Okay, this review is going to be a little quicker than usual. I'm not going to go through my normal format because of the style of this book, and it just kind of makes sense. So I'm going to give you a brief synopsis, some of my thoughts on it, and a quick recommendation on who should be buying this book. Demystifying Disability is a primer of sorts. It's written for a general audience and kind of this general sense of, hey, what is it? What are all the things you need to know about disabilities, or people with disabilities specifically? And kind of it cuts through all the nonsense. It cuts through even some of the advice that's given often about people with disabilities and how you interact with them and what that kind of looks like. It's from someone who has some disabilities, and she's not claiming to be the spokesperson for everyone with disabilities. She's really clear about that. But this book does kind of give you a primer. It kind of walks through all the big things. How do you talk to people? How do you talk about people? How do you kind of all those different things surrounding the disability community. Now, here are a few things that I really liked about this book. Some people try to tackle a book like this, and honestly, they just put too much into it. Too much information. It's too academic. It's too whatever. This is really accessible. It's a pretty quick read. It's a pretty easy read, and it does a good job of going over all the major things you need to know. I even appreciate how throughout the entire book, she constantly expresses, hey, this is an opinion of mine. This is the way that I prefer it, but not everyone prefers it this way. And I think that's really helpful for the general reader to kind of be able to understand, hey, actually, this is a perspective. And I really appreciated her perspective because it is so open. She's so open to hearing other people's perspectives and being willing to be wrong. And I don't know. So there are a couple things I really liked about this book. One of them is, even though I have a fair amount of experience just interacting with people who are in the disabled community, I still learned a lot from this book. And I really appreciated some of the ways that perspectives were given. So I think the book was really entertaining. I think it was really enlightening. And like I said, I learned a lot. I feel like I learned more than I was expecting to from this book. So I think most anyone can probably pick up this book, whether you're new to the disabled community yourself, or maybe you have a family member, a friend, a coworker who's in the disabled community. And the odds are you probably know someone who is disabled. That's just kind of the way that the statistics work, is they're a huge minority, the biggest minority in the world, according to Emily Ladau. And so you probably know someone who is disabled. And so this is a perfect book to pick up, to learn a little bit of something, and to just kind of test yourself and think about how you've been interacting with the people around you. I really recommend this book for anyone who interacts at any level with anyone who may have a disability or a special need of any kind. Or if you personally are dealing with some of those issues and you're wondering, how do I talk about these things? How do I interact with these things? It's just a really great book, a really good primer, written in, like I said, a fun way, an entertaining way, but also a really informational way, and not academic at all. To answer the question that I put on the thumbnail, because I don't want to totally just throw that away, the answer is yes, you probably are ableist, and probably everyone is. Emily Ladau even says that she is sometimes ableist towards other people who have disabilities, kind of on accident. We just don't think about it. And there are systems in place that kind of make it so everyone at some level, even if you are disabled, are probably ableist towards someone, because we all have different abilities and different ways to interact with the world. This has been my review of Demystifying Disability. If you enjoyed this review, please feel free to like and subscribe. If you are going to pick up the book, go ahead and drop into the description box below and click on the link. It doesn't cost you any extra, but it does help out our channel a lot. Thanks guys for watching, and as always, stay safe out there.